We're back in the woods. Last time I was here, I built a shelter. I made it out of sticks that I found lying around, debris, moss, twigs, branches, pretty much anything and everything available here in the forest, on the forest floor, that I could use to build a shelter. Since then, what I did was I slept here for 3 nights or 4 days in total. You know what, I really enjoyed it. I had my dog with me, everything I needed, just like today. I've got an axe, a knife and a saw. I've got some deer hides to sleep on. I've even got a sleeping bag. And I've got a brand new wood stove, and I can't wait to get the wood stove out the bag in the shelter. Let's go. So as I mentioned, I've never used this before, but I'm really excited to get it going in here. So the next thing I need to do is get a fire going. When it comes to firewood, there's lots of firewood in this woodland. There's lots of dead, dried, standing trees, which means I'm not killing anything. I'm just clearing these dead, dry, standing trees, and I'm using them for a bit of fire lighting. And I think as well, once they're cleared, it allows a bit more sunlight to reach the forest floor. And again, I'm using this as like a vise. I mentioned it in my previous video. It just allows me to wedge this length of wood in, and then I just go along and I saw it into the lengths that I need. The great thing about this stuff is it's perfect. It's just what I need for those early stages of fire lighting. Nice thin sticks. They're going to go straight on that flickering flame once I get it. One tip I always have for people that go camping in the woods is when you're looking for firewood, don't look down, look up. You want to look for stuff that's been wind dried, dead, hanging, exposed to the wind. You don't want it on the ground, because if it's on the ground, there's a good chance it'll be wet and a bit rotten. Perfect. So what I'm doing here is I'm just popping some of these blisters which are filled with resin, and that's really going to help me light the fire. You can see how much resin there is on this stick already. That's really going to help me. All I have to do, using my fire steel, strike my fire steel onto it, land a few of those really hot sparks. That'll then catch instantly. It'll burn for a good minute or so, give me plenty of time to put those really thin twigs on to get my fire going. Wow. Well, the stove seems to be working pretty well. It's got a nice clean burn to it. And we know that because there's not a lot of smoke coming out of the chimney. And already on the inside of the shelter, it's getting nice and warm. The stoves are made by a company called Work Tough Gear. I'm going to put their link below if anyone's interested in purchasing one of these. So as we're talking about products, we might as well talk about this one. This is a knife made by Nathan. He's actually a subscriber. And we had a long chat and he asked me what I wanted in a knife, what I used a knife for, what I look for in a knife. I wanted something between my old favourite knife, which is an Enzo Trapper, and something that'd be good for food prep. The Enzo Trapper, to be honest with you, it's a great knife. I've had it for years, but it's not so good for food prep. That's why this one's got a bit more of a custom bevel on it. And I'm hoping later on today, this evening, when it gets a little bit darker, I'll be using this to prepare a bit of food. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll talk a bit about the knife. It's got D2 steel. And as I mentioned, it's got the custom bevel. It's also got a nice sharp backbone or spine right there, which is great for the fire steel when you want to strike your fire steel to get a nice shower of sparks. These scales, they are poplar scales. And yeah, oh, that's it. And the knife, sorry, the file work on the back, you can see there's a nice pattern there. I think he's done a really good job. So Nathan, I know you're going to be watching this. Thank you so much. And I'm going to put a link below to Nathan's Instagram channel. And believe it or not, he's also started his own YouTube channel. So if you guys could do me a huge favor, go over to Nathan's channel, click on the link below to his YouTube channel, subscribe, drop him a comment on his latest video, tell him I sent you. Thank you. Well, I've just been to store up a bit more firewood. So now it's time for a beer before I cook up a bit of food. But before I open my beer, it's only fair that I have a little treat to give to Amber. So I've got a nice dog biscuit here. Oh, it's more like a bone. Let's try and get into it. Sit, sit. And this is what it is. What is it? It's got chicken and hide. So I guess it's like pig skin dried out and some dried chicken on it. It looks actually, oh, that smells really good. Yeah, well, there you go, Amber. Enjoy it. See ya. Whoop, almost knocked my camera over. Now for that beer. To open it, I'm going to use Nathan's knife that he's kindly made for me. And it's super sharp, so you've got to be very careful when you do this. Got one of them. Put that there for the moment. Put my knife away. So tonight we have Ringwood Brewery. I've featured these before in my videos. It's a Ringwood Brewery. And it's a 49er. You can see there's a picture there of a boar. Oh. So I did get here today towards, it was quite late when I got here, so I only had a few hours to sort a few things out. For example, gather the firewood, put this together, and light the fire. And also I just did a few drone shots, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put them in this video because I don't think they came out too well. Home away from home. Love it here. Yeah, stove seems good. I've shut it down a bit just to save on the wood. Got loads of fresh firewood. Little half an hour chill out, and then cook some food up. I would tell you what I'm going to cook up, but you'll have to wait and see. Hey! Yep, that's it. Another night in here. Hey. Was that a good bone? Was that a good bone? Hey, was that a good bone? I think it was, wasn't it? Hey. Right. Let's start with putting on the frying pan. It's actually a really nice stove. You can shut it down there. You can shut it down here on the front. And you can see what's going on. Nice. Brilliant. And it's got a rack. I don't really know what the rack's for. I mean, maybe is that? No? I don't know. It's got a little rack there. And you wouldn't believe it. It's only just started to rain, but really, really lightly. I've just checked the weather on my phone, and it says it's going to rain for the next 2 hours, but very light. Fingers crossed it doesn't turn into a heavy downpour. And if you haven't already worked it out, tonight is a burger night. Question is, can I get the second burger into the pan? Just about. Oh yeah, burgers in the woods. Quite a few pheasants tonight. I haven't seen any, but I can hear them. A lot of them tonight. I think they're all roosting in the trees. A little crispy bit of burger. Hey, we share, don't we? We share. One other thing about the stove is it comes with one of these. And it's just like a fire poker, so you can get it in and really give it a little poke around. So I've only got a small fire in here, nothing too hot, because I don't want anything to burn, I don't want the food to burn. I just want a little bit of heat to slowly cook my burgers, and that's it. If you're watching this and you want to see what happened during my 4-day camp out, then check out one of my previous videos and you'll see exactly what I got up to. Cooking good in the woods. Wow, nice knife. The reason why I was after a knife that was good for food prep is because sometimes when you're cutting vegetables with a knife that has got a very shallow bevel, what happens is you'll get a third of the way through and, well, you'll hope that you cut all the way through, but what really happens is you get a third of the way through, and because of the bevel, the angle, it just splits like a piece of wood. I was after something that would slice, and well, I've only done half an onion, but so far this slices really well. So yeah, once again, Nathan, thank you very much. But I think the real test will be slicing through a potato. Hello. I did think about doing burger and chips tonight, or burger and fries, as you guys in the States call them. But then I thought, nah, I've got like 4 burgers here, but I'm gonna put 2 burgers in each burger bun. So that's my plan. But yeah, I will test it out another time with different vegetables, even things like carrots and parsnips. I think it's the firmer, the harder the vegetable you're trying to cut, the more it splits in two. Oh, cheese is a bit big for the burger. And there we have it, double cheeseburger cooked in the woods. I don't know if I can open my mouth wide enough. So this burger was actually suggested by a subscriber. I want to say thank you to D Hawks. D Hawks always comments, and the comment yesterday I received in one of my videos was, why don't you cook up a burger? Because I said, what should I cook up? And I just want to say thank you very much for the suggestion. It was a great idea. And I forgot to mention as well, I've got some spicy cheese on here, so it's going really well with the burger. No sauce needed today, no ketchup, no mayo, no burger sauce. But if you've got any ideas what I can cook up in my next video, let me know, comment below. What do you want to see me cook up? And I'll give you a shout out in the next video as well. Messy. D Hawks, thank you very much. Great suggestion. You're an absolute legend. Oh, speaking of legends, can I just say a big shout out to everyone that watches my live streams. For those of you that do watch the live streams, you'll know what I'm talking about and you'll know who you are. So this one's to you. All the legends in the chat, legend. Thank you so much. Legends. Dartmoor Brewery, Legend Ale, brewed on Dartmoor, 4.4%. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the word live stream, well, I do live streams on my channel. I probably haven't done one in maybe 3 or 4 weeks now. I'll do them when I'm at home in my workshop. I'll be turning bowls and things on the lathe, or I'll do them in the woodland at the roundhouse, the Viking house, or I'll even do them on holiday. They're never planned. It's a time of, it's a moment in time. You just normally go online and you see that I'm live. But to really make sure that you catch every live stream, the best thing to do is to, you know where the subscribe button is? Well, go next to that subscribe button. There'll be the bell, tick the bell notification, set it to all. That's all I can say. If you want to join the live streams, chat to me, ask me questions, and really just be part of this community. I really think we've got some great people in the community. John Biff, loads of other people, Ariel, Hope for Life. There's so many people in this community that we have that I really enjoy it. I really love doing these live streams. Old Salty, legend by the way. Hey, that's it. So make sure you go and tick the bell notification, set it to all. So as we're doing shout outs, we might as well give another 2 more shout outs to Dave from Clifton Chili Club and also Jake New, because he's an absolute legend. So I've just put a load of firewood in. I've opened up all the vents, which are, well, the front vent and the vent right there. But have a look at this. That there, that is the glow from the chimney. Now if I turn on my torch, you can see. It just shows that flame is travelling all the way up that flue and out of there. But still, it's quite a clean burn. Not much smoke to it. So yeah, I was just gonna get these bits of wood going and then shut the vents down and probably get the sleeping bag out and call it a night. Oh, stop licking me. Oh, got a torch on in here. Nice little torch this, made by Through Night. Little camo head strap. Probably can't even see it. Anyway, nice little torch. Time to get the sleeping bag out, and then into the sleeping bag goes my jacket, and this turns into my pillow. Just give it a little twist. That's my pillow. I'm sleeping here, by the way. Well, I'll see you all in the morning. Hopefully it doesn't rain tonight, but it's going to be cold again. I know it's going to be cold because it said it's going to go down to -2. So once again I'm going to sleep in all my clothes and I've got a little bit, I've got 3 logs there. That should do me. What I've done is they're not dry logs, they're semi-dry. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna keep it a little bit warm in here, but they're not gonna burn out too quickly. That's what I found the trick is with these wood stoves. Anyway, oh, here we go. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Hey. Oh, Amber. You can't sleep on me again. No, you can't. Well, that is it for this video. It started to rain just before I woke up, so I kind of wanted to pack everything away and get out of here before it does rain. I checked my phone this morning, I checked the weather. It's not looking too good for this afternoon. So that's why I'm pretty much getting out of here. Thanks again for watching the video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. If we can get 2,000 likes on this video, I'll come back here next week. Goodbye.